We all have danced to the beats of Lovely at some point in our lives. But it's time to celebrate the festival of knowledge that we call Fit India Quiz. Maharashtra is not just a state, it's a state where dreams come true. It is a state of Vinoba Bhave, Dhondo Keshav Karve, Baba Saheb Ambedkar and Vinay Damodar Savarkar, who have revolutionized the way we think about India with their ideas. It is the state of swimmer Virdhaval Khade, the legend Dhanraj Pillai and the badminton star Aparna Popat. It is the state that falls for street food and loves to compete to be the best. Saying so, we welcome you to the Fit India Quiz Maharashtra edition, presented by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and Ministry of Education, with Fit India Mission in celebration of Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative of the Government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of progressive India and the glorious history of its people, culture and achievements. Fit India Quiz is the biggest Indian quiz on sports and fitness like none other. The Fit India Quiz provides an opportunity to students and schools to win cash prizes of Rs 3.25 crores and be the champion at state and national level. After the preliminary rounds, 360 schools will be participating in the state web rounds, where they will be competing with the selected schools from their respective state or union territory to become state or union territory champion and represent their state or union territory in the national finals. Without any more delay, let's go to our virtual auditorium to meet our quiz master for today.
It's time for some Maharashtrian magic at the Fit India Quiz. Welcome to the grand finale of the Fit India Quiz, the Maharashtra edition. What a stellar performance we saw from all these schools and students at the semi-finals. It's time to notch it up one step further. Before we get going with some tough questions and some great answers, a quick introduction of the four teams in action tonight. Let's go across to the two students from the Kendriya Vidyalaya ONGC school in Panvel. How are you guys doing? Tell us about yourselves, guys.
Hello everyone, I am Harshit Anand from class 10th A. I am 15 years old and my hobbies are reading books and playing keyboard.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanidhya. I am 13 years old. I study in class 8. My hobbies are reading books and drawing.
Okay, so Harshit and Sanidhya representing this school from Panvel near Navi Mumbai. How nervous have you guys been? You guys don't look nervous at all. Harshit, Sanidhya?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
You guys don't look nervous at all, are you?
No, sir.
Okay, no sir is the emphatic response. Let's now go across to the second team competing in this state finale, the PG Garodia school from Ghatkopar in Mumbai.
Hi, my name is Tanay Sheth. I am from 9th class and I am 14 years old. And my hobby is to play music and to play cricket.
Hello, my name is Akash Vishwanath. I am from grade 8 and 13 and my hobby is playing basketball and reading books.
Okay, loves playing basketball. Will he come up with a three-pointer like Steph Curry? We'll find out. Thanks so much, PG Garodia, and good luck for this quiz. Let's now go across to Team 3 in this round. It is the Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya, all the way from Kolhapur. Two young women trying to show the might of young Maharashtrian girls in this country. Ladies, how are you feeling and are you all set for this show?
Good morning everyone. I am Payal Mane from grade 9 and I am an NCC cadet and I am 15 years old.
Good morning everyone. This is Niharika Dafre. I am 15 years old and I am from grade 9 in Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya. I am an NCC cadet and my hobbies include photography, cycling and many more. Thank you.
Wow, varied interests, these young girls from Kolhapur. What was your prep like for this state grand finale?
We've been through information online and also we referred to some books and websites.
Super. Right, time now to go to the fourth and final contender in this high pressure, high adrenaline state finale. Oxford, the global school in Nanded. Mandadi, काय कसं काय? तुम्ही तयार आहे काय?
Hi everyone, I am Shresh Lohare. I am 16 years old and I love to play cricket and watch movies.
Hi everyone, I am Sakharam Markunde from class 10, Oxford the Global School, and I love cooking.
Oh, lovely, excellent, great choices there, lovely interests as well. But is there one sports person that you would draw inspiration from for this high pressure round?
Yes, sir.
I would like to thank our sports teacher Satpal Singh to help our way through the Fit India quiz.
And thank you for his guidance.
Excellent. All hands on deck. There's help coming in from all quarters, from teachers and neighbors and cousins, I've been told. Lots of people have been helping you because there's so much at stake. The pride of winning the state finals as well as a ticket to the national finals which will be aired on Star Sports and Hotstar. So that's what's up for grabs, as well as a big cash prize. The second runners up tonight will take home 55,000 rupees, 1,10,000 for the first runners up, and the winner of this state grand finale will take home a whopping 2,75,000 rupees. But remember, what's bigger than that is a spot at the national finals. Right. Let's quickly make sure that we have our focus in place because we're about to get going. The first round coming up. Remember, it's going to be a contest of 5 rounds. We've already done the introductions. If you guys are all set, give me a thumbs up. Right, so 4 teams, very confident looking 8 contestants vying for top honors in their state finale. A quick reminder of the 3 lifelines. We've tweaked things a little bit. 3 lifelines available. You can use them once each throughout this competition. The first one is, of course, toss the cue, where we change the question for you. The second one is head or tail, where we remove 2 incorrect options, post which you'll have to pick one from the 2 remaining options. And the third one is called Captain Fit, where we get an expert to help you out, and our expert for the day is Mr. Amitav Datta. He's a sports enthusiast and he's our Captain Fit for the day. Mr. Datta, welcome to the show. How much have you had to prep for this role, sir?
Thank you, sir. I am Captain Fit. In case of any help, please opt for me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all.
Right, before we get going, we also have a special athlete who is ready to wish you all the very best for this high pressure round. Let's take a look.
Hi friends, I congratulate all the participants of the Fit India Quiz contest and I wish the very best to all the schools that have made it to the finals. Thank you.
With those wishes, our students are all set. Time now for the first of the 5 rounds of this Maharashtra State Fit India Quiz Grand Finale. It's time for round 1. It's called Fitness Ki Dose. Let's take a look at the rules.
Fitness Ki Dose. Questions on yoga, fitness and nutrition. Clockwise round. Each team will get 15 seconds to answer a question after the quiz master has read it out. Direct questions to each team. No passing. Correct answer will fetch 10 points. No negative marking. Lifelines are available. If lifeline is used, correct answer will fetch 5 points. The quiz master's decision is final.
Right, now that you know the rules, let's get going. The first question of this straight grand finale of the first round going through to the Kendriya Vidyalaya ONGC Panvel. Here we go. The DASH balance test is total body balance test. This single leg balance test assesses the strength of the leg, pelvic and trunk muscle as well as dynamic balance. Fill in the blank with the name of a bird. Your options are A. Crane, B. Egret, C. Sandpiper, D. Flamingo, and your time starts now.
Sir, we would like to choose option D, Flamingo.
Okay, they've chosen to go with D. Flamingo. Let's find out if that's the correct answer. Yes, it is! What a flying start for Kendriya Vidyalaya ONGC Panvel. They've taken off like a flamingo, or have they? Well done. Moving on now. Right, we're off to a flyer. Now let's go across to the PG Garodia School from Ghatkopar, Mumbai for their opening question. Here it comes. Dash is an asana in yoga as exercise. It is a back bend that improves flexibility of the spine. You got to tell me what that asana is. Your options are A. Sukhasana, B. Padmasana, C. Vajrasana, D. Chakrasana? PJ Garodia, your time starts now.
Sir, we would like to choose D. Chakrasana. Option D. Option D.
Okay, they've gone with D. Chakrasana. Let's find out if that's the correct answer. Yes, it is. 10 points. Have a look at that reaction from the two young guns from Ghatkopar. Well done. Great start that. Let's now move on to the two bright young girls who come in from Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya, Kolhapur. Here we go. Here comes your first question. Identify this gym equipment used in a popular exercise. Your options are A. Barbell, B. Rowing machine, C. Resistance band, D. Leg press. Your time starts now.
So we would go for a lifeline. Captain.
Okay. They've chosen to go for the lifeline. Let's go across to Mr. Amitabh Datta and ask him if he knows the correct answer. Mr. Datta, you need to be the savior for Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya, Kolhapur.
So team 3, you can opt for the option B, rowing machine, that is, according to my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya, happy to go with the option?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've chosen to go with B, rowing machine. Let's find out if that's the correct answer. Yes, it is. Well done, Mr. Datta. You've brought a smile on the faces of these two young girls. Well done on getting off the mark. Time now for our fourth and final question of this first round. Let's go across to Oxford, the Global School Nanded, to find out if they know the answer to this question. Here it comes. Which is the largest muscle in the arm of an individual? Tricky one. A. Tricep, B. Bicep, C. Quadricep, D. Pentacep. Your time starts now.
So we will go with Captain Fit lifeline. We would like to use
Okay, over to Mr. Datta once again. A tricky question. These two young guns have chosen to go to Mr. Amitabh Datta. Sir, your help needed again.
Thank you. So team 4, you can go through the option A, tricep. According to me, that will be the correct answer. Thank you.
Okay, let's see if the boys from Nanded agree.
We would like to go with Captain Fit.
Okay, let's lock the option. Here we go then. Yes, it is tricep. Mr. Datta has been the savior. He's managed to give you enough points to breathe easy at the end of this first round. We've already seen 2 lifelines being used. The first 2 schools doing a pretty good job of answering their first question very, very confidently. We've come to the end of the first round of this Maharashtra edition of the Fit India quiz, the state finale. We'll take a little break here. When we come back, we'll tell you what the scorecard looks like. Stay tuned.
फिटनेस एंड स्पोर्ट्स क्विज फिट इंडिया क्विज में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के विजन फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट के द्वारा की गई इस पहल से जुड़ने का सभी देशवासियों से आह्वान करता हूं। फिट इंडिया क्विज में देश के कोने कोने से भाग लेने वाले सभी विद्यार्थियों का अभिनंदन करता हूं और आशा करता हूं कि आप सभी जी जान लगाकर एवं दिमाग से फिट इंडिया क्विज में भाग लेंगे और अपने विद्यालय, परिजनों एवं राज्य का नाम रोशन करेंगे। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
We're back after the break to the state grand finale of the Fit India quiz, the Maharashtra edition presented by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, the Ministry of Education with Fit India mission in celebration of 75 years of India's independence. We're calling it the Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. The Fit India quiz is, of course, the biggest Indian quiz on sports and fitness. Now let's take a look at the scores at the end of round 1. Kendriya Vidyalaya, ONGC Panvel and PG Garodia School Ghatkopar locked in the top spot with 10 points each. They were off to a flyer. Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya and Oxford the Global School are at 5 points each because they used their lifeline. No worries at all for Team 3 and Team 4. We will get going. There are many more opportunities coming your way. It's time now for round number 2 It's called the Champion of Champions. Time to take a look at the rules.
Champion of Champions. Questions on sports and sports personalities. Buzzer round. Correct answer will fetch 10 points. The question will not pass. Wrong answer will fetch -5 points. No additional lifelines for this round. The quiz master's decision is final.
Right, so there you have it. It's nice and easy. Negative markings for an incorrect answer. You've got to be hot on the buzzer, but make sure you know the answer before you hit the buzzer, because once you hit it, you've got to answer the question. If it is incorrect, you will get a -5. If not, if you get the answer right, you add 10 more points to your kitty. Right, here comes the first question of round number 2, the Champion of Champions. Here we go. Name these former table tennis players and Arjuna awardees. Your time starts now. Which of the 4 teams will hit the buzzer first? Still waiting? No? Take a guess. It might cost you 5 points, but if you get it right, 10 points up for grabs. Name these former table tennis players and Arjuna awardees. I'm going to close the question in 5 seconds from now. Okay, teams playing safe. We do not have any team going for this one. However, for our viewers and for all of you, we will give you the correct answer, which is Kamlesh Mehta and Mona Lisa Barua Mehta. Two big names in Indian table tennis. Unfortunately, none of the teams going for it. Moving on now to the second question of the Champion of Champions round. Here we go. What is the term used for a player who delivers the ball in a game of baseball? As you can see in that image. Team 4 has pressed the buzzer, have they? Yes. Oxford, the global school. Here we go. Tell me.
Pitcher.
The pitcher. Is that the correct answer? Yes, it is. You pitched it right. Oxford, the global school, Nanded. That should make you feel a lot better after what happened in the first round. You get 10 points for answering that question correctly. Well done. They were very, very hot on the buzzer. Straight away they knew it. Let's see if the other schools can get into the act as well. Here's question number 3. Okay, take a look at this image. This was taken during the Durand Cup in New Delhi in the year 1981. It shows Mr. N. Biren Singh was circled in the picture, who was part of the BSF team. Team 2 has pressed the button. PG Garodia knows the answer, but only after I finish the question. He has been the Chief Minister of which Northeast Indian state? PG Garodia?
Manipur.
Manipur, okay. Nice and confident. Calmly answer that question. Let's find out. It is Manipur. Well done, PG Garodia. Calmness always helps under pressure. And how beautifully did you answer that question? Right, I'm loving the excitement of this round. Time for our 4th and final question of this second round, the Champion of Champions. Here we go. In the year 2021, the athlete marked in yellow with KC Ganapati won the gold in the Asian Sailing Championship in Oman. Name him. Any of the 4 teams willing to go for it? Any idea? It's a tricky one, I must admit. No buzzers yet. Do I close it? None of the teams interested. Trying to jog back your memory to the sports pages of 2021 when this gold was won in Oman. Okay, about to close the question in about 5 seconds from now. Unless one of you wants to go for it. Team 4 looking at each other, perhaps thinking about it. No? Okay, let's close it. But for our viewers, let's tell you what the correct answer is. It is Varun Thakkar. He was alongside KC Ganapati. They won the gold at the Asian Sailing Championships in Oman. Now you know. But we don't know the scores. We'll tell you the scores after this little break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Maharashtra edition of the Fit India Quiz, the state grand finale.
फिट रहना उतना मुश्किल काम नहीं है जितना कुछ लोगों को लगता है। फिटनेस की डोज आधा घंटा रोज, इस मंत्र में सभी का स्वास्थ्य, सभी का सुख छिपा हुआ है।
अक्कड़ बक्कड़ बम्बे बो, दो आधा घंटा फिटनेस को। ताज़ा खबर को ताज़ी हवा में पढ़ लो, पढ़ लो। अरे पार्क नहीं तो छत पर थोड़ी वॉक ही कर लो। सब्जी हो या तरकारी हाथों में भर लो। अरे 2 मंजिल का जीना है, ढीली ही चलो। अक्कड़ बक्कड़ बम्बे बो, हो हो हो, दो आधा घंटा फिटनेस को, बस आधा घंटा फिटनेस को।
फिटनेस की डोज आधा घंटा रोज।
Yes, our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi could not have said it better. Fitness की डोज आधा घंटा रोज। We are back. स्वागत है आप सबका एक और बार इस तीसरे राउंड में। आप देख रहे हैं महाराष्ट्र एडिशन। ये ग्रैंड फिनाले, स्टेट फिनाले है फिट इंडिया क्विज का। 4 टीमें महाराष्ट्र से आई हुई है एंड वी आर so honored to have all of you. This round is of course presented by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, the Ministry of Education with the Fit India mission in celebration of Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. Right. Before we get going with round number 3, here take a look at the scores of this contest at the end of round 2. Let's take a look. That is where it stands. Team 1 hasn't scored much after the first round. Team 2, which is the PG Garodia School in Ghatkupar, they are racing ahead. They've got a 10-point lead over Kendriya Vidyalay. Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalay from Kolhapur needs to get going. They still have enough time, whereas Oxford, the global school in Nanded, are at the second position after round 2, just behind the PG Garodia school in Ghatkupar. No worries. 3 more rounds to go. It's time now for round 3. We're calling it the magic of sports. Here's a look at the rules of this round.
Magic of sports. Mixed bag audiovisual questions. Anti-clockwise round. Each team will get 15 seconds to answer a question after the video is shown and the quiz master has read it out. Direct questions to each team. No passing. Correct answer will fetch 10 points. No negative marking. No additional lifelines for this round.
तो वही रूल्स बड़े ही सिंपल है। वीडियो क्लू प्ले किया जाएगा, लाइफलाइन अवेलेबल नहीं है, नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है, लेकिन इस बार हम एंटी क्लॉकवाइज जाएंगे। टीम 4 के पास पहले जाएंगे एंड सो सबसे पहला सवाल, पहला वीडियो प्ले किया जाएगा ऑक्सफोर्ड द ग्लोबल स्कूल नांदेड़ के लिए। हियर टेक अ लुक, पोस्ट व्हिच आई विल टेल यू व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज। This Olympic final of 400 meters went down in history when the great Milkha Singh, who clocked 45.6 seconds, was pipped by South Africa's Malcolm Spence, who clocked 45.5 seconds. He was pipped by 0.1 second for the third position. Which Olympic Games was this a part of? I expect you to know this one, Oxford. The time starts now. Oxford, the global school. This one in memory of the great Milkha Singh, one of India's greatest athletes, made India proud at the world stage. Still waiting for an answer. Your time's up.
Summer Olympic Games.
Well, I cannot accept that one because you had already exceeded the time limit. So sorry about that. We'll find out if that was the correct answer. Let's find out. The 1960 Rome Olympics. You were supposed to tell me the year and in time. Wasn't to be, so no points for Oxford, the global school. Moving on now to a team that needs to get going. They're under a bit of a spot of bother. They're smiling right now. They know what they need to do. Here's a video for the Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalay from Kolhapur. Take a look at this. This is from one of the 7 events where this Indian athlete won the Asian Games gold medal in heptathlon for the first time? Name the sports person. This one's for Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalay. Your time starts now. Trying to wonder who it is. It was a heptathlon event at the Asian Games. She won the gold. Take a guess, no negative markings. Go for it. Take a guess, who knows? It might just work. Okay, your time's up. Your time's up. Unfortunately, no answer there from Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalay. Let's tell you what the correct answer is. It was Swapna Burman who achieved that feat for the country at the Asian Games. Won the gold medal. Right, okay, disappointment for Chhatrapati Shahu there. Moving on to the PG Garodia School in Ghatkopar. Here comes your video. Here's your question. Name this Indian shuttler who got so excited at winning the gold at the 2014 Commonwealth Games that he took off his jersey in celebration. PG Garodia, do you know the answer? Your time starts now. Still waiting for an answer.
Parupali Kashyap.
Is it Parupali Kashyap? Let's find out. Just in time, the answer. Yes, it is. Well done. What a confident answer. Well, it was like a smash from Parupali Kashyap himself. Very confident. Right on the money there. PG Garodia School from Ghatkopar. They get it right. With that, they will feel and look much better on the scorecard, which we'll come to in just a bit. Time now for a fourth and final video clue. This one is for the Kendriya Vidyalay ONGC from Panvel. Here we go. Okay, here's the question for you based on that sport. Name this variation of the Malakhamb. Your time starts now. Kendriya Vidyalay, do you have the answer?
Sir, rope Malakhamb.
Is it the rope Malakhamb? We'll find out. They took 8 seconds to answer this one. It is the hanging Malakhamb, unfortunately. It is not the correct answer, but no worries. No negative markings in this round. We've seen a bit of a hot and cold, up and down performance from these four teams. Still waiting for the two girls to wake up and show us their might in the next round, which will happen post this little break. When we come back, we'll also take a look at the scores and keep going at the Maharashtra edition or the Fit India Quiz State Grand Finale. Stay with us. महाराष्ट्राची मंडळी तुमचं स्वागत आहे. आणखीन एकदा आप लोग देख रहे हैं भाई महाराष्ट्र एडिशन देख रहे हैं आप. ग्रैंड फिनाले चल रहा है फिट इंडिया क्विज का. दिस इज ऑफ कोर्स प्रेजेंटेड बाय द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ यूथ अफेयर्स एंड स्पोर्ट्स, द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन विद फिट इंडिया मिशन इन सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ हमारा अपना आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव. भाई देश की आज़ादी को 75 साल हो रहे हैं और इस अमृत महोत्सव का हिस्सा है ये फिट इंडिया क्विज. इट इज क्लियरली द बिगेस्ट इंडियन क्विज ऑन स्पोर्ट्स एंड फिटनेस अब तक जो हमने एक्शन देखा उसके बाद स्कोर कार्ड की क्या सूरत है, आइए नजर डालते हैं. लेट्स सी व्हिच टीम इज रूलिंग द रूस्ट. इट इज the PG Garodia School from Ghatkopar, who are right on top with 30 points. In the second position are the Oxford Global School, Kendriya Vidyalaya from ONGC, who started off really well. They are at 3, a 5-point difference between them and the team at number 2. Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya unfortunately haven't managed to get going, but I'm very confident they will show their class in this next round, which is called Khelega Bharat. So Khilega Bharat. Let's take a look at the rules first.
खेलेगा भारत तो खिलेगा भारत. Questions on Khelo India, Fit India and traditional games. Clockwise round. Each team will get 15 seconds to answer a question after the quiz master has read it out. The question will not pass. Correct answer will fetch each team 10 points. No negative marking. Lifelines are available. If lifeline is used, correct answer will fetch 5 points. The quiz master's decision is final.
So there you have it. The rules are pretty simple. Lifelines available, and the two teams that need points desperately must use those lifelines. If they aren't sure, no negative marking. You've got to back yourself. Here comes the first question for the Kendriya Vidyalaya ONGC Panvel. Which premier institute in India for physical training was set up by Mr. Anant Vaidya and Mr. Ambadas Vaidya in the year 1914? Here are your 4 options. Listen to these options very carefully. A. Hanuman Vyayam Prasarak Mandal. B. Garuda Vyayam Prasarak Mandal. C. Talwalkars. D. None of the above. Your time starts now. Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Sir, we would like to take a lifeline, Captain Fit.
Okay, they do not know the answer. They've decided to go to our expert, Mr. Datta. They've called on Mr. Datta for the lifeline. Will
Thank
Mr.
you,
Datta
sir.
be able to rescue Kendriya Vidyalaya? Here we go.
Kendriya Vidyalaya, you can opt for A option, Hanuman Vyayam Prasarak Mandal. Thank you.
Okay, Kendriya Vidyalaya, will you go for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they've chosen to go with the expert, Hanuman Vyayam Prasarak Mandal. Is that the correct answer? Yes, it is. Well done. Thank you, Mr. Datta. You've just bailed out Kendriya Vidyalaya. They need points desperately. They need to stay in the reckoning because it's getting closer. It's getting hotter now. Moving on to the PG Garodia School in Ghatkopar for their question in this round. Khelega Bharat to Khilega Bharat. Techniques used in Mukna are called Lu, a short form of the Manipuri word Lushing. What is the literal meaning of Lushing? Your options are A. King, B. Bravery, C. Battle, D. Wisdom.
Sir, we would like to take Captain Fit.
Datta, we'll have you up on
Yes,
screen.
sir. So,
Yes.
It is, but can you repeat it again, sir? Cut it, please.
Sure, I'll repeat the question for you. Techniques used in Mukna are called Lu, a short form of the Manipuri word Lushing. What is the literal meaning of Lushing? Your options are A. King, B. Bravery, C. Battle, D. Wisdom.
So, students, you can opt for D, wisdom. That will be the correct answer according to my opinion.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, will they go for D. Wisdom?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Option D.
Okay, let's
Option
find out
D.
if that's the correct answer. It is the correct answer. Wise call to go with the expert there. Wisdom and knowledge coming together to give this team a few more points to get going in this fourth round. Time now for our next question to the Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya. Ashish Kumar Gorai in the category boys over 94 kg won the bronze medal in which event during the KIYG 2018? Your options are A. Boxing, B. Wrestling, C. Weightlifting, D. Judo. Captain Fit. Not available. Remember, you're not allowed to repeat the same lifeline. You're allowed to go for the other two. You've got head or tail or toss the question. Chhatrapati Shahu, which lifeline do you want to go for?
Head or tail lifeline.
Sorry?
Head or tail.
Okay, head or tail, which means 2 incorrect options will be deleted, as you can see. So 2 left between boxing and weightlifting. Now we need an answer from you.
Option C, weightlifting.
Okay, they've chosen to go with C, weightlifting. See if that's the correct answer. Yes, it is. Well done. Was a good guess. A little bit of luck going your way, Chhatrapati Shahu. And I'm sure you're heaving a sigh of relief after using that lifeline. You didn't look confident, but good to know that you went for an option that ended up being the correct one. That will keep you in the race, I suppose. Time now to move on to the Oxford, the global school in Nand, for the 4th and final question of round 4. Which 2 times Asian Games medalist is the only male to be awarded the Arjuna Award in the sport of wushu? Your options are A. Surya Bhanu Pratap Singh, B. M. Bimal Jyot Singh, C. Pawan Gupta, D. Praveen Kumar. Oxford, the global school, Nanded. Looking for an answer from you.
Go with lifeline. Toss the
Okay,
question.
which lifeline would you like?
Toss the question.
Okay, they'd like to toss the question. Your question is, who was awarded the best player at the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup? Your options are A. Ellen White, B. Alex Morgan, C. Megan Rapinoe, or D. Gilia Gwynn. Oxford, the global school, I need an answer from you. 10 seconds.
Option D.
Okay, they've gone in with option D, Gilia Gwynn. Let's find out if that's the correct answer. No, it isn't. It was Megan Rapinoe. She was awarded the best player at the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup. Well done, Megan. Not so much the Oxford, the global school. Unfortunately, did not manage to get the correct answer there. There's a smile on their face at the end of it. Good to see that. But we've got one more round for these teams to continue to battle for top honors at this state finale. We'll take a little break. Break के बाद 5वां और आखिरी राउंड, कहीं मत जाना.
हेल्दी खाना 3 टाइप्स का होता है, गो, ग्रो एंड ग्लो। गो फूड्स हमें ताकत या स्ट्रेंथ देते हैं, ग्रो हमें बढ़ने या टॉल होने में मदद करते हैं, और ग्लो फूड्स हमें बीमारी से लड़ने की ताकत देते हैं।
हाँ, गो ग्रो एंड ग्लो फूड।
बहुत अच्छे। तो स्वस्थ रहने के लिए दिन में हमें अपनी थाली में गो, ग्रो एंड ग्लो फूड्स चेक करने चाहिए।
तो कौन से फूड्स गो, कौन से ग्लो और कौन से ग्रो होते हैं?
गो फूड्स जैसे रोटी, चावल, ब्रेड और फैट्स हमें ताकत देते हैं। दाल, दूध, अंडे, मीट और मछली, इन्हें हम ग्रो फूड्स कहते हैं। फल और सब्जियां, जिन्हें हम ग्लो फूड्स कहते हैं, इनसे हमारे शरीर को आवश्यक विटामिन्स और मिनरल्स मिलते हैं। मुझे विश्वास है अब तुम सबको पौष्टिक खाने के बारे में जानकारी हो गई है। एक और बात का ध्यान रखो, हम जब खाना खाएं तो उसका आधा हिस्सा फल और सब्जियां होनी चाहिए। याद रखना, अगर हम सही और पौष्टिक खाएंगे तो हम हमेशा स्वस्थ रहेंगे।
हम गो ग्लो एंड ग्लो करेंगे।
महाराष्ट्र एडिशन फिट इंडिया क्विज, ये है स्टेट ग्रैंड फिनाले, 5वां और आखिरी राउंड। यहां पर चीजें बहुत बदल सकती है, उथल पुथल हो सकती है स्कोर कार्ड पर। आप देख रहे हैं ये महाराष्ट्र एडिशन, इट्स प्रेजेंटेड बाय द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ यूथ अफेयर्स एंड स्पोर्ट्स, द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन विद फिट इंडिया मिशन इन सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। फिट इंडिया क्विज, जैसे आप जानते ही हैं, है देश का सबसे बड़ा इंडियन क्विज ऑन स्पोर्ट्स एंड फिटनेस। लेकिन भाई किसकी फिटनेस स्कोर कार्ड पर कितनी है चौथे राउंड के बाद, ये तो हम देख लें। चलिए आइए नजर डालते हैं कौन है नंबर 1 पर। केंद्रीय विद्यालय जो है वो इस समय लॉक्ड है टीम नंबर 4 के साथ, लेकिन नंबर 1 पर है इस समय पीजी गरोडिया स्कूल फ्रॉम घाटकोपर। 35 पॉइंट्स उनके पास, 20 पॉइंट की लीड है। साथ ही केंद्रीय विद्यालय और जो चौथी टीम है ऑक्सफोर्ड द ग्लोबल स्कूल, दोनों टीमें 15 पॉइंट्स पर लॉक्ड है। लेकिन छत्रपति शाहू विद्यालय जो कोल्हापुर से है, कोल्हापुर का खाना तीखा होता है लेकिन परफॉर्मेंस थोड़ी सी आज फीकी है अब तक। लेकिन जैसे मैंने कहा, पांचवें और आखिरी राउंड में मामला बदल सकता है, तस्वीर बिल्कुल बदल सकती है, क्योंकि यहां पर बहुत सारे मौके मिलेंगे स्कोर कार्ड में ऊपर जाने के लिए। यह है पांचवा और आखिरी राउंड। इट्स कॉल्ड फ्री स्टाइल एंड हियर आर द रूल्स।
Freestyle. Sports mixed bag questions. 12 questions on the buzzer. Correct answer will fetch each team 10 points. -5 for wrong answer after buzzer. No additional lifeline for this round. Quiz master's decision is final.
This is where these teams need to bring their A game to the park. This is where things could change. A total of 12 questions coming at you. You've got to be really hot on the buzzer. One team with a 20-point lead. One team really looking to get going. Here we go. All eyes on Chhatrapati Shahu as well. We'll see if they can turn on the magic in this fifth and final round. It's called freestyle. Here we go then. Unlock all the nervousness and let's just go for it. Here's the first question. Which cricketer recently portrayed by Ranveer Singh was the first Indian bowler to reach the 400 test wickets mark? Kendriya Vidyalaya has pressed the buzzer. What's the answer?
So Kapil Dev.
Kapil Dev, is that the correct answer? Let's find out. Yes, it is Kapil Dev. A blockbuster movie called 1983 featuring everybody's favorite Ranveer Singh. And I'm sure he is Kendriya Vidyalay's favorite as well. They have gotten off to an absolute flyer in the fifth round. Here comes the second question. Which sport is also known as 10 pins? PG Garodia has pressed the buzzer. Go for it.
Bowling.
Bowling. Is it bowling? Is it bowling? Yes, it is bowling. Well, they've extended their lead by 10 points. They are the team to beat now, the PG Garodia School in Ghatkopar. Well done, the PG Garodia School from Ghatkopar. Right, moving on to question number 3. Which team, captained by Jaidev Unadkat, are the defending Ranji Trophy champions? We have a buzzer already from Kendriya Vidyalaya, ONGC. What's the answer?
It's Saurashtra.
Is it Saurashtra, the team from Panvel? Know a thing or two? Yes, they do. Saurashtra won the Ranji Trophy, captained by Jaidev Unadkat. Kendriya Vidyalaya are challenging PG Garodia. They know they have it in them to go to the top spot. Time now for the fourth question. Here we go. In the 2001 Canadian Grand Prix, two brothers stood first and second on the podium for the first time in Formula One history. Identify their iconic surname. Which team has the answer? Should be an easy one if you're a Formula One fan. Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya has gone for it. What's the correct answer? The surname?
Narayan. Surname is Narayan.
The surname is Narayan? Okay,
Yes.
I'm a bit surprised with that answer. Anyway, let's get a confirmation. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It is the Schumacher brothers. Michael and Ralph Schumacher were on the podium at 1 and 2 exactly 21 years ago at the 2001 Canadian Grand Prix. Disappointing answer that from Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya, Kolhapur. We'll keep going. Here comes the next question. Which Indian actress was born in Denmark during her father's stint there as a badminton player in the National Professional League? Kendriya Vidyalaya haven't even waited for me to finish the question. What's the answer?
Sir, Deepika Padukone.
Deepika Padukone, a fan of the movies, they said at the start. Is that the correct answer? Yes, it is. Deepika Padukone. Watch out, PG Garodia, Kendriya Vidyalaya have hit top gear. Moving on now to the next question. The actor Jason Statham competed as a diver for Australia in the Commonwealth Games. Is that true or false? Oxford, the global school, seem to have the answer. They pressed the buzzer. What's the answer?
True.
Is it true? They say it's true. Let's find out. No! It is false. He competed for Great Britain and not for Australia. You should have listened to the question. That might have helped you. It wasn't to be, unfortunately. Oxford, the global school. Here we go then for the next question. Let's see who's got it. Will Chhatrapati Shahu keep going for it? The Wellington Trophy is associated with which sport? Rowing or hockey? Chhatrapati Shahu have gone for it.
Rowing.
Rowing, is it rowing? Is it rowing? Is it rowing? Yes, it is rowing. And they are smiling, Chhatrapati Shahu. Yes, a positive look at each other. The football stadium of Siliguri in North Bengal is named after which mountain peak, the third highest in the world? PG Garodia has pressed the buzzer.
Kanchenjunga.
Kanchenjunga. Is it Kanchenjunga? Let's find out. Yes, it is. Good answer. They are sitting on the peak of the points table as well. Very good answer that. Quickly moving on to the next now. In which year was the last FIFA Confederations Cup held? Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya seem to have the answer. What is it?
2018.
In which year? They say 2018. Is it 2018? It was 2017. No, another incorrect answer from Chhatrapati Shahu. Disappointment once again. Moving on now to question number 10. Married to cricketer Dinesh Karthik, Deepika Pallikal is one of India's best players of which indoor racket sport? Chhatrapati Shahu, going for it once again.
Table tennis.
Is it table tennis? Is it table tennis? Let's find out. No, it isn't. It's squash. That incorrect answer has perhaps squashed all hopes for Chhatrapati Shahu to make it through to the next round. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Two more questions left. Teams, gear up. Two more to go. Here's question number 11. The term derby can be used synonymously with what kind of racing competition? Kendriya Vidyalaya have pressed the buzzer.
Sir, horse racing.
Is it horse racing? Well, with that answer, they are trying to gallop away. Have they taken the top spot? We'll find out in just a bit. That was question number 11. Time now for the last question of the Maharashtra edition of the Fit India Quiz State Grand Finale. Here comes your last chance for all the four teams. Here we go. You would associate the terms unforced error and double fault with which racket sport? Oxford, the global school. Going for it.
Tennis.
Tennis. Is it tennis? Is it tennis? Let's find out. It is tennis. That is an ace of an answer. A clean winner from the Oxford, the global school. They have finished in great style. Excellent work there by the first team as well. Kendriya Vidyalaya. They were terrific in this freestyle round. We'll find out if that has had the kind of impact they would have liked to on the scorecard on the other side of this break. छोटा सा break के बाद भाई winner कौन है बताएंगे और prize distribution ceremony कहीं ना जाए.
आयुष्यात आव्हानं कधीही आणि केव्हाही येऊ शकतात आणि आपण त्यांचा चांगल्या प्रकारे सामना तेव्हाच करू शकतो जेव्हा आपण तयार असू त्यांना तोंड देण्यासाठी. आपण जर हेल्दी आणि फिट असू तर आपली तयारी आणखीनच चांगली होते. फक्त गरज आहे थोड्याशा मेहनतीची, थोड्याशा अनुशासनाची. प्रेझेंटिंग फिट इंडिया मोबाईल ॲप, तुमचा फिटनेस गाईड आणि पर्सनल हेल्थ ट्रेनर. पहिल्यांदाच आता भारताचा प्रत्येक नागरिक आपला फिटनेस स्कोअर जाणून घेऊन तो किती हेल्दी आहे हे जाणून घेऊ शकेल. तुम्ही तुमच्या वयानुसार तुमचा फिटनेस स्कोअर तपासू शकता. ही सुविधा खास तुमच्यासाठी पहिल्यांदाच सुरू केली जात आहे. हे ॲप तुमचा फिटनेस रुटीन ट्रॅक करून सगळा डेटा स्कोअर करतं, जेणेकरून तुम्ही तुमची प्रगती बघू शकाल आणि फिट राहण्याचे नवीन आणि सोपे मार्ग अवलंबू शकाल. या ॲप सोबत तुम्ही बनू शकता स्वतःचे फिटनेस मास्टर. त्यानंतर आम्ही तुमचं फिटनेस रुटीन बनवण्यासाठी तुम्हाला मदत करू. फिटनेसच्या जगात पाऊल ठेवा, मोटिवेटेड रहा आणि अपडेटेड रहा. आणि सगळ्यात चांगली गोष्ट ही आहे की या सगळ्या सुविधांचा लाभ तुम्ही मिळवू शकता अगदी मोफत. फक्त आपल्या अँड्रॉइड आणि ॲपल डिव्हाइसवर आमच्या ॲपचं हिंदी आणि इंग्लिश व्हर्जन डाउनलोड करा आणि मग सुरुवात करा. तुमचं फिट राहण्याचं स्वप्न आता आहे एका क्लिकच्या अंतरावर.
फिटनेस की डोज आधा घंटा रोज.
Welcome back. One final time. You watched a terrific contest here between the four teams from Maharashtra. You're watching the grand finale of the Fit India Quiz, the Maharashtra edition, presented by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, the Ministry of Education, with Fit India Mission in celebration of Hamare Desh Ki Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Let me just remind you that you too can download the Fit India mobile app. प्ले स्टोर पर है अवेलेबल, ऐप स्टोर पर भी है और आप जाके इस ऐप को डाउनलोड कीजिए और इस फिटनेस मूवमेंट का हिस्सा बनिए और फिट रहिए हर पल हर दिन. Who would have thought we'd have two teams locked at 55 points? We're still not done with this quiz. Unfortunately, disappointing for the Chhatrapati Shahu Vidyalaya Kolhapur, who managed just 5 points. Oxford, the global school, finished with 20 points at the end of the 5 rounds. But the two teams, it is a two-horse race now. It's still not over. It's time now for the tiebreaker to find out which of these two teams will go through to the national finals. This is what you need to be careful of in the tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. Each question on the buzzer. First team to buzz and answer wins the tie. If the team buzzes and answers incorrectly, the other team wins the tie. Quiz master's decision is final.
So then only two teams will go for it. Chhatrapati Shahu Oxford, the global school, will watch these two teams going for the big prize. It's Kendriya Vidyalaya Panvel versus PG Garodia School. It's a tiebreaker. The correct answer takes you through to the next round. The incorrect answer knocks you out. This is pressure. This is serious pressure. Here we go then. Here comes the first question. Where was the first Winter Olympics held in the year 1924? Who's pressing the buzzer? Will any team go for it? No teams looking for an adventure here. They know what's at stake. They know what a negative score will do. None of the teams going for it. Kendriya Vidyalaya, PG Garodia. In fact, PG Garodia have gone for it. What's the correct answer?
France, Chamonix, France.
France, they say. If it's not the correct answer, Kendriya Vidyalaya will go through. It is France! What a good answer! PG Garodia are through to the finals of the Fit India quiz. They took their time, they went for it, they knew the answer. It was held in France. What a good answer that is. They have knocked out Kendriya Vidyalaya. They have come up with the knockout punch. They have the correct answer, and with that answer, they may not get a trip to Paris, but they will go through to the national finals. Congratulations, PG Garodia, well done. Right, so what have they won? Not just a spot at the finals, but they've won a huge cash prize as well. But the second runners-up of this contest, the team that stood at number 3, let's take a look at what they got. A prize of 55,000 rupees, of which 50,000 will go to the school and 5,000 to be shared between the participants. Now let's take a look at the standings. The team that finished at the 3rd spot, the second runners-up, the Oxford, the global school from Nanded. They win 55,000 rupees, 50 of which will go to the school and 5,000 rupees will be shared between the two participants, Shreyas Lohare and Sakharam Kesha Rao Markande. Congratulations. And the team that ended up runners-up by a wafer-thin margin, the Kendriya Vidyalaya ONGC from Panvel. They should be very, very proud of the show they put on today. 1 lakh rupees prize money to the school and 10,000 to be shared between these two fantastic quizzers, Harshit Anand and Sanidhya Kshitij Dongre. Well done. But the team that raced to the top, they held their nerve, came up with that winning answer in the tie-break. The PG Garodia School from Ghatkopar in Mumbai. Tanay Gautam Sheth and Akash Vishwanath taking their team, their school through to the national finals. Take a look at the smile on their faces. These two will take home 25,000. They will share that prize money, whereas the PG Garodia School will get 2.5 lakh rupees. Congratulations, PG Garodia. You are through to the national final. All 5, these two contestants, Tanay Gautam Sheth and Akash Vishwanath, they will have to work a lot harder to get ready for the national finals. Remember, PG Garodia, there will also be an element of a live fitness rounds at the national finals, and that will be aired on Star Sports and on Hotstar. What a terrific Maharashtra edition we've had so far. And if this episode is anything to go by, Guess what's coming up very soon. For now, a big thank you to the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and the Ministry of Education for giving all of us, and especially the children of India, this opportunity to be on a platform like this. This is me, Manish Batavia, signing off. Don't forget the magical mantra, fitness ki dose, आधा घंटा रोज.